Well, I certainly thought that getting mentioned on a pretty large channel like AA would have driven a bit more traffic to my channel, but obviously that doesn't seem to have happened. Which kind of leads us on to the sort of first subject today, which is YouTube dying? Um, I kind of started thinking about this the other day when I had an exchange with Aiden Paladin on Twitter. Because she was sort of complaining about how her sort of last three videos haven't done well. They're certainly not getting the numbers she normally gets, but she does still get a few thousand, or like sort of 10,000, 30,000 for her videos, which is certainly a lot better than I do. But I think a lot of people are complaining about this, and I think there really has been a bit of a drop off. Um, which I wouldn't have expected at all a few years ago. I can remember the channel Moon posted like a "oh, YouTube will be dead in 5 years" video, and I can remember thinking like, no way. Um, but what seems to have happened is I think that YouTube used to be a kind of one-stop shop for like music, politics stuff, like everything else, whereas slowly like different sites have specialized. So with politics, it's now more sort of Twitter and Substack. Music people for the music people will go to Spotify for stupid videos, like they go to TikTok, and then obviously a lot of kids are on Instagram as well. I mean, I'm sure they'll say our monthly active users are growing because that's one of what they want to tell the advertisers. But just going on a site sort of once a month is a bit different from like, the people who are on a site all day long, which is not so much the case with YouTube anymore. And it does appear that Israel is becoming basically like the new woke, um, in that it's a very divisive point, which has got sort of a very small amount of support, but a lot of money behind it, but then also a lot of people against it. And I think, apparently there was some ceasefire signed today. I mean, we'll see if it holds. But I guess for the Israelis, they probably want to try and get this out of the news as quickly as possible, maybe. So perhaps they will agree to it. But I mean, I don't really kind of look into it so much. I don't want to comment on it too much because I don't know a lot about the conflict. Like, I've read a few books about the history of it and stuff, but I don't know. I don't care anymore. Yeah, and I don't know what to do at the moment because I just look at the UK and I think, how are things going to pan out? And if you're looking at the Greens' recent surge, I think the kind of nightmare scenario is what you're going to get is Reform in 2029 are going to win, but they're not going to get anything done. They're probably going to be a bit shit. And then there's going to be a sort of backlash to that, and that'll probably let the Greens in. And then you think about that, that's probably up until 2035 until your earliest chance of possibly having some kind of reasonable government, depending on like how things develop in the next 10 years. I think the next election is going to kind of change UK politics. It may even end up with neither Labour or Conservatives in the top two places, which would be quite a earthquake, really, I think. Because yeah, I can't see anything but a serious, like especially in the UK, a serious decline, like slow but serious decline in the standards of living is for most people is basically what's going to happen. So dark times. Obviously, I need to focus on keeping my head above the water. Try and get enough money to get out. Um, So I hope you guys can, get some money and get out. Maybe one day we can build something. Um, it'd be great if AA responds to my video. Maybe then I can sort of respond back and do something. But I don't know. I might not post for a while if I don't have anything to say, but who knows? Things happen and could pop back in. But yeah, keep up the good fight, friends. I'll see you later.